Hi, everybody, and welcome to Jordan United Church of Christ with me, your favorite pastor. An article not long ago in the Morning Call, which was actually reprinted from the Philadelphia Inquirer, said, "Sorry, but no one apologizes as earnestly as Pennsylvanians." Well, when I saw that title, I thought this is an article I definitely want to read. It appears that a poll was taken on a scale that went up to 100. We Pennsylvanians scored 97 out of 100, just beating people from Iowa who scored 95 in being remorseful. The most sincere apologies, the article says, express genuine remorse, take responsibility, acknowledge wrongdoing, validate the offender party's feelings without excuses, and even offer restitution when appropriate. And then, just to quote another paragraph or two from the article, it says, "I think people underestimate how much effect they have on someone's life if they apologize for something that happened in the past. Maybe you teased someone and recognize in hindsight the hurt that you created in that person. You might think they forgot, but in my view, they probably never did." The poll seems to underscore that idea. Around 46% of Americans say that they're waiting for an apology from someone in their life. As we begin our Lenten journey, the theme, of course, of Lent is traditionally, beginning with Ash Wednesday, is traditionally that of repentance, of an acknowledgement of our human condition, of our sinfulness, and yet God's grace and forgiveness so much bigger than all of our needs. So I want to remind you that Wednesday, February 14th, of course, we all know that's Valentine's Day, we begin the Lenten journey with our Ash Wednesday services of worship. Here in the sanctuary at noon, an abbreviated service with Holy Communion and the imposition of ashes. And at 7 p.m., again with Holy Communion, the choir singing imposition of ashes for those who wish. And that service will be live streamed through our various platforms. Then 2 days later, Friday, February the 16th, is our pork and sauerkraut dinner from 4 to 7 p.m. There's a wonderful menu being planned. Tickets are available in the church office or at the door, but I wouldn't wait for the door. I'd get them through the church office or any member of our Friday men's breakfast. They're $14 for adults and, of course, a discount for children. Then on Sunday, February 18th, at 3 p.m., we're going to be dedicating our beautiful new Allen organ. If you have not heard it, you'll realize how impressive that sound is and how that helps to lift our spirits to worship God as we gather Sunday after Sunday. There is a $10 suggested donation at the door for that concert. Again, February the 18th, Sunday, February 18th at 3 p.m. A lot of people ask, what can I do for the church? The church does so much for others. What can I do for the church? So before I close, I want to make just a few suggestions. Number one, a friend of the church who has knitted many, many hats for those in need that we've been able to distribute is looking for some extra yarn. So if you have some yarn in your closet that you're not going to be using, just bring it here to the church and we'll see that her name is Charlene Campbell, gets those donations of yarn, and she and her neighbors there in the senior high-rise will be very grateful, and they'll continue to knit for those in need. Secondly, if you have any extra pill bottles, medicine bottles, either clear or white, they can be from a medical office or a pharmacy, or even if they're over-the-counter medicine, and those bottles are empty. If you can soak off the label and maybe get the residue with some hot water and soap and get the residue off with WD-40 or Gooby Gone and bring them into the church office, we are helping our neighboring church, Asbury United Methodist Church, right here at Springhouse and Walbert, with sending those bottles to Dr. Chris Hina's clinic in Kakata, Liberia, West Africa. Dr. Hina has spoken here at the church, and in our visit early in May of last year, My daughter Jordan and I spent a day with Dr. Hina at her clinic, and she's looking for empty medicine bottles that we'll ship in the part of the barrels of love. So just bring them by the church office clean, and we'll be ready to donate them to our neighbors. We're also looking for co-chairs for our Autumn Glory Craft and Vendor Fair, which is in October every year. If you'd like to be part of that, we need somebody who's a good organizer, and if you'd like to be part of that, I'd invite you to come out this coming Sunday, February 11th, after the 10:30 service, downstairs in the Faith Cafe. We're having a meeting of our lay fellowship. We'd love for you to come to learn more about what would be involved, or you can just simply contact me here at the church office, and I'll make sure to put you in touch with Eleanor Swager and others from our lay fellowship who'll be happy to tell you what that involves. And then I think finally, we're also looking for a nursery attendant to help with Debbie Zosky in staffing our church nursery during worship at the 10:30 service every Sunday. There is a small honorarium that's involved, but you do have to have all of your background clearances and safety checks. So if you're interested, you can talk to us here in the church office, or you can ask Debbie Zosky about what's involved with that, since she has been doing it for some time now. We're so grateful for what she's done. I hope that you're having a wonderful week. You're in our prayers here at Jordan, and I hope you'll continue to pray for me and all of our church as we continue to make a difference for God, because love is what we do.